For all the negative men in my comment section, you're broke. Okay, but here's the deal, it's your fault. Number 4, you have a small penis and your game is whack.
I know what she's doing. Apparently, Kendra G has had yet another insane rant, another crash out, specifically for the comments down up in her comment section. I can only assume that this is also meant for the commentators. Shout out to my brother, O'Shea Duke Jackson. He just covered this story on a Celebrity Junk channel. So I want to take a look at the content and diagnose. Let's get active on this one. Without further ado.
And Kendra G, I mean, you know, you have her content as you see this on the dating show forum and all of that. But I came across one particular clip, and it was a clip in which she was making an address to some of the men in her comment section. Now, it is safe to say that Kendra G's show, the bulk of her opportunity and her money comes from black people, the black community. I mean, of course, you'll have your white people here coming there too, but it's not common, all right? So I want to basically play that clip, and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Such a beautiful day in Chicago. But first, I have a PSA announcement for all the negative men in my comment section. Baby, do you realize how much you embarrass yourself? Let me tell you something. Happy men who got the woman of their dreams, they don't spend all day in my comment section hating on women. No, they thriving in life. So if you are negative and you're a male in my comment section, you fall into one of these 6 categories.
First off, is she going to create one of these for women? Because there's negative men in your comment section, but there's also negative women in your comment section. And what's interesting about that is that the comments are usually not gender divided, meaning that the men making a comment, you can find a woman making the exact same comment. And that's because they recognize the bullshit. But often what they'll do is that they'll take your criticism and just call you a hater, even though your criticisms can be ultra legitimate. Let's go.
Number 1, you're single and unhappy. Single men judging women for being single. Now that is some funny shit. Number 2, you got a girl, you're not single, but you don't really like her. You settle. So you wish a woman like me could be your girl. Baby, ain't never gonna happen.
It's interesting how often these women will leave relationships claiming that their ex was narcissistic, and then you see the behavior within their egos and how they talk about themselves. No, Kendra, most men are not waking up in the morning down into your comment section angry that they don't have a Kendra G. Age and lifestyle aside, what you have over most women is money in the bank account. But as we know, most masculine men don't care about any of that. But one thing that they do care about when they want to take you serious is your modesty. If you out dressed like a street urchin with your areolas about to pop out, just understand what that actually relegates you to, which is the streets. Let's go.
Find happiness with the one you got, okay? Number 3, you're broke. Okay, but here's the deal, it's your fault.
Yo, the
you
side
have
language.
bad time management skills because
Okay.
why you online all day in women's comment sections you never gonna meet? Get out there and get some cash. Make something of yourself, okay? Number 4, you have a small penis and your game is whack.
I know what she's
Get a
doing.
girl, she cheats on you or leaves you. Now that don't got nothing to do with me. That's between you and God. Ask him to make you more well-endowed in the next lifetime, okay? Number 5, you're socially awkward. You don't know how to deal with women in real life, so you spend all day online engaging with them in arguments in the comment section. And number 6, you are sex deprived. You can't get none, so you're frustrated, and that frustration got you typing all online all damn day. So there you have it. Those are the 6 categories that the negative men fall into in my comment section. So as you respond, because I know you will, just make sure you write which number category you belong to. Back to my fabulous Chicago day.
So
Okay. Before O'Shea gets into this and breaks this down, what she's actually doing is she's rage baiting. Have numbers gotten low over there? I mean, I don't know. We keep on doing reactions to this dusty ass shit. Hopefully that would help. But numbers must be getting low. So she's saying all of this sign language in order to stir controversy between people that watch her content. But the mindset outside of that is something that we've always said is that she has a dating show to not only satiate her own pockets and have a safe space for a lot of the bullshit that women go through an experience within their lives. She don't care about men, will continue to be ultra biased up against them for ones that provide commentary or criticism to the things that they see on their platform. She will continue to challenge men who claim that they've been through some type of S assault or S abuse. I've done a video on that. She will continue to act like a man that is looking for a poly relationship is somehow crazy or he shouldn't be allowed to do that. I got content on my channel about that. And at the same junction, delusional, irrational, and weirdo women, clown women, will call into the show and be screaming from the top of their lungs how they need a man to take advantage of into the future, treating him just like an ATM. I have a couple of videos that she's did like that on the channel, and she'll have riveting conversations with them, taking them seriously. So you kick off the men, but the women, it's okay. These are the women that will establish misogyny within your comments or reactions, but they don't even know that the word misandry even exists. So I say to you guys, if you recognize the strategy and that she's trying to rage and or clickbait, the biggest FU that you can ever give to a content creator is to just ignore them. But that's my quick 2 cents on it. Let's see the remainder.
As you can see, Kendra G said there are 6 types of men who come and leave comments negatively on her show or on her pages every day. And I want to talk about this. The first one is single and unhappy. Now, I believe in this instance, if you comment negatively about what Kendra G is saying, you're single and unhappy and don't nobody want you.
Yeah.
And so who are you to be a single person making fun of somebody else who is single? This is the first thing that she said. Secondarily, she says this: you have a girlfriend, but you don't like her. And you want, and literally she said this, you want Kendra G as your girlfriend, but no, you'll never be able to have her. Let me just stop you right there.
Nah, I'm good.
Again, I know that you got a new opportunity, you got some money now, and you got some weave, and you got a nice body, and you're well put together and everything like that, okay? I can guarantee you, honey, there is no man in America that wakes up, that's worth a hill of bean, that says, I wish that my girlfriend was Kendra G. I think if you believe that, I got a bridge I can sell you in a little bit, okay? Respect. Like I said, you're definitely not a bad looking lady at all. You definitely got it popping. You definitely take care of yourself. I see you when I say that. But nobody is thinking about you. Nobody goes to Instagram. And when we're looking for booty clapping content, says, let me go check out what Kendra G is, all right? This is something that's quite delusional, and I see a lot of women that have some level of inflated ego, and they tell themselves this. And of course, when she's saying this, she don't have any proof to back up any of these things. And of course, this is what I call Ife economics. I feel economics. So basically, whatever the hell you feel is something that you think exists and it don't. A lot of people tell themselves this, and we call them delusional, okay? These are people who hear sounds that are not there. People who are running and nobody is chasing them, okay? That's what you are. Like Shannon Sharp told Jim Jones. When Jim Jones said, I'm better than Nas, what did Shannon Sharp say? He said, man, what are you smoking, right? That's the same thing I would ask her. What are you smoking and where can I buy some at, okay? I need that. Number 3, you're broke. So because you see Kendra G bring on somebody that's not making sense, and you comment on that,
it's got nothing to do with money,
right? Even though the majority of the people that she brings on are broke.
Yeah.
Like you bring on a substantial amount of people who are broke. Not by our own admission, but by their own admission. They're already down bad, according to them. Okay. You have a small penis,
and that's
and
the
your girl
thing
cheats
too.
on you.
Is
so
that,
have you went and pulled down everybody?
That's the thing as well. Is that she's talking so ill about the potential customers within the dating app, which it lets you know that she really don't give a F about you, right? And the more men that see kind of this clapback, ratchet behavior, it devalues the brand. So then men of value and distinction would never call into the show because they're looking at the host and the way that she represents herself and the way that she talks to people and will decide otherwise. People always used to question, whether or not Kevin Samuels used, fake people, actors, actresses, and no, they were all real people. But it's because the words that he was using, the brand that he represented, right? Like Kevin would never get up on here and just start talking about all of the women that's down up in the comment section. Like, this shit is dusty ass shit. This shit is low barometer ass shit. So no wonder that the conversations are often so ridiculous and low barometer. Let's go.
everybody's pants to see what they Johnson was working with? I mean, what did you do? Did you pull it down? Let me smell it. Like, what did you do? I need to know. Did you go and look at everybody who's hating on you and pull? Like, this is why I used to get upset when women would say stuff like this until I realized that women that talk like this, they just don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know how the world works.
What you have to do is pray for them. Only God can help them. Yeah. That is exactly why. At my age, when I hear this, I'm like, oh, shit, what she's talking about. I don't even get mad no more. I'm like, oh, okay, God bless her heart. Yeah, there's something wrong with her. That's all I would say. Yeah, yeah, something is wrong with her. Let me go somewhere else. That's all I'm gonna say. First of all, you can have a penis that is small or that is big or that is whatever.
It got nothing to do with the argument.
Will still cheat on you. You can have all the stuff, okay? Somebody who's gonna cheat is gonna cheat. It's not gonna matter that you have a big penis. That's one of the worst shaming tactics and one of the most untrue things on planet Earth, okay? So why are you faithful to my husband? If you ask a woman, why are you faithful to your husband? Oh, okay, because he got a big penis. Well, how do you even know he got that until you start going on a date with him and liking him? That's when you find out. How many of us can just show up and be like, boop, hey, wanna date me? No, they'll call the cops on your ass. Just go somewhere right now and just pull your thing out. Just see what happens. Just go try it. You ain't gotta believe me. Go to anybody on a dating app or whatever and just boop, Facebook dating. See what happens. They will block your ass so fast and report you. You can't, this is why you need help, Kendra G. You need the Lord Jesus Christ in your life. You need to get in the choir stand, shut this stuff down and go and join the choir. She says you're socially awkward. Now, a lot of people can be socially awkward without even commenting on your video. If they were socially awkward, it just could be the case, but that doesn't mean that they're socially awkward because they're commenting on Kendra G show, okay? A lot of people were socially awkward before they met your show. And so because they're socially awkward, they may or may not comment. So we can't prove that. Then 6, you're deprived. Now, this may also be true, but it could also not be true. Now, I don't comment on your videos. I make videos usually about what y'all talking about and make money from it. And then you say that dudes who do that are the same way. Content creators who do that are lame. And I can tell you over here at Clapathon Tech, we clap. Okay? I can tell you that right now. At Clapathon Tech, in fact, you help me when I do reactions to your videos. That's helping me overbuild the Clapathon Tech library. Thank you. Now, let me just go ahead and talk about the one thing that she's not talking about. She's talking about the men that leave egregious comment. But I have some evidence today, black men. I want you to look at this video. I did a reaction to this video. There was a video where a lady came on that was 73 years old. This lady was 73 and booty clapping it up, okay? Not really, but she was trying. The name of the show was Brace Yourself Guest Update. She's 73 and doesn't want anyone her age. Things almost went left. This is her second time coming on the show. At a point, Kendra G encourages her, or she gets up there and starts twerking. Kendra G is laughing at her. This old lady, 73, who ain't had a husband in like 25 years, rude as hell, she starts twerking. This is what you're seeing in the background. I don't know if you want to call that a twerk or back hurting or whatever, okay? So I said, let me look at what the women are saying on the page.
This is my point
exactly. And
what
the women were saying was as equally as bad as what the men were saying. And this is every video you can see. Women roasting women. Let's look at it. Here, you have Bossy Buns. Shaking that back and bag of bones was so uncalled for. And
I've said this before on the platform. I will continue to maintain this. Women will tear down women way more and way often and with way more precision than a man. But again, she takes the opportunity to project her own singleness, her own trauma into the comments of just the men down up in the comment section. But she'll encourage this ratchet ass, dusty ass behavior with the women that call in. But again, the men that are voicing their concerns in regards to shit need not apply. Shaking that back and bag of bones was uncalled for.
There's a woman saying that. This by far was the worst comment. That's the woman. Look at her. You can tell that's a woman. Okay? Hold on. This person goes, I was thinking why she has so much attitude at her big age. She says she's from Lancaster, California, and it all makes so much sense. So now if you're from Lancaster or LA County, you got a bad attitude. That's black women. She ate Kendrick up. Now stop the show. That's Pretty Denisha calling you Kendrick and not Kendra. So she's calling you a man. Not any man in that comment section called you Kendrick, but she did. That's a woman. Pretty Denisha called you Kendrick and you said nothing about that. Okay? Not even the content creators call you something like that. Look, there's more. Respectfully, something isn't adding up. She may be a little off. This is a woman, again, saying that she's damn near lightweight insane. That hairstyle is not becoming of her. Hopefully, she will look at the comments respectfully. This Miss Richardson forever. So basically, another woman is saying she should look in the comment section so she can see how she's getting roasted up by who? Women and men. But you know who are the ones talking about going into real details, being fastidious with their commentary? Because women are very detail oriented when they roasting you, when they talking about it. Men, they talking about becoming of her. That is something a woman would say because she paid attention. Now that's her saying you're getting your ass roasted up, getting cooked. There's more. She reminds me of those older ladies that automatically hate people who are belated and flourishing in their youth. Backhanded compliments and will try to undermine anything you say or do. Oh, well, I wouldn't know that because I'm not a woman, but Tracy does. And that's another woman for your ass. Kendra, like really, okay? You bring these people onto your show and they get thoroughly embarrassed because of the kind of platform that you run. You know that these people are going to be embarrassed by what they do, what you ask them, the Kendra cam, you know they're down bad, and people are watching you like we watch Netflix. It is a crash out, okay? And people come for the crash outs. And you created the environment for the crash outs. So if you don't want them to be crashed out, then don't do the live. But that's how you make your money. I have a dating show too. It is called the Pan-African Dating Show.
Okay.
All right. And we have eliminated that sort of roasting from our show when I go live. Okay. We don't even deal in stuff like that because we see how unfair it is and that people don't want to come on and just get embarrassed and cooked in the comment section. But
what's also interesting about this point, and shout out to O'Shea for creating the Pan-African Dating Show, but this is actually one of the major differences of the success of, let's say, Pop the Balloon Arlette, right? Pop the Balloon Arizona versus all of the other Pop the Balloons. I guess that predates the Arizona version, right? All the other ones, especially one that was created in Africa, I think it was Nam's Mirage, I believe is her name. Like, you could tell, like, roasting is the major component of it. Acting crazy was a major component of it. Being ratchet was a major component of it. Versus when they began to take the format extremely seriously because there was an effort or an attempt there to actually bring people together, as opposed to just having a show that provides people some degree of entertainment, because the goals are different, the reach is different, the impressions are different, the brand sponsorships are different. Everything is different. So shout out to O'Shea for recognizing the value of that difference.
You don't mind them roasting you. If they super chat you, you will even read it out while they're on the line. That's how nice you are. That's how much you care. So you need to really stop it with this hating black men thing and whatever when you're the curator of this experience, okay? And you can't prove nothing you're talking about, and don't nobody believe you. You really need to have several seats, for real. Like, you're down bad. You was looking thick though that day. I'm not gonna lie, Chicago. You was working with a lot.
Stop it, O'Shea.
Working with a lot, and I can see why. In my honest opinion, why don't nobody want to deal with you for real, like that for real? I can see why that's the case. Because look at what you talk about. Like, look at how you have come to that realization. Like, nobody who's serious could come to that pathway of thoughts in that manner, and you can say that's the kind of person you want to be in a relationship with. That's the kind of person you want to run from, actually. But guys,
all right. Shout out to O'Shea. That brother stays cooking over there. You know, but this entire discussion, I guess, outside of all of her ridiculous ass comments or what is she doing in order to rage bait, let's forget all of that. But it actually makes me think, and you guys let me know what you think down in the comment box down below, is that, like, if you were to think about dating shows or access to dating shows, right, when it comes to majority black audience, right, you have the Kendra G dating show, but because there is no vetting process, because of the way that she talks and demonstrates herself, right, she seems to get a much more low barometer type of a person. And then you have like all of the Pop the Balloon type dating shows, and because they vet, right, because they're doing editing, you know, it's a lot more polished of a version. I wonder if there's something in the middle that is yet to be created. What would that look like? How would it be conducted in order to reach the goal of bringing people together, make it entertaining, and be able to distribute it or show it at mass? I don't know. You guys leave me some of your thoughts and comments down in the comment box down below. I want to see what you think about that. And I think that's all that I want to say. All right, guys. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Let me know again down in the comment box. I'll catch y'all. Peace.
You is ratchet as they come, rainbow weaves and batwing lashes, weighing more than a man. What time is your football practice? I bet you can hit that A gift like a mug. How you big back it? Said a man must buy you gifts. Where here goes a Fitbit tracker? Are you mad? Cause you got 3 kids by 4 different dads. You pick cookies, then you bash. Oh man, when you get sad.